This is a shocking claim concerning the Zika virus. Scientists say that it will send the human race back 2 million years. The brain defects and microcephaly and mental retardation caused by the Zika virus could set human evolution back 2 million years. This is what the scientists claim. And they're assuming that it's the Zika virus that's causing the microcephaly, genetic mutations triggered by lethal pathogen threatens to become an irreversible establishment in the human DNA, they say. And these severe deformities resulting from the Zika virus will slowly alter the genome and will be passed on through generations to come. The scientists claim that instead of a proper evolution of the human species, the human race will regress as the microbe causes the human brains to shrink over the thousands of years from generation to generation. The report is to be published in the Journal of Astrobiology and Outreach, and it claims that this Zika virus threatens a dramatic regression of human evolution. Worst case scenario would be that viral DNA becomes encoded in the human genome, giving rise to, quote, a population of humans with diminished brain size and cognition, end quote. The professor who claims this is Edward Steele. He's a biologist and immunologist. And in the foundation in Australia, he said that whilst the Zika virus continues to grab headlines, its possible long-term impact on humanity appears to have escaped attention. Almost 4,000 cases of the Zika virus have been confirmed in Brazil last year since its outbreak. Although the main route of transmission is through mosquitoes, the Egyptian tiger mosquito, several new cases this year have been linked to sexual contact. Scientists say that this means that the virus is evolving quickly to spread through the human race without the need of the mosquito insect vector. We also know that recently scientists say that it can be spread through human fluids such as saliva, semen, and also blood transfusion. So this means that the Zika virus microbe inserting information into the human genome in a similar way to HIV is allowing it to spread like wildfire through the worldwide population. Professor Steele also said that the Zika virus appears to have recently changed genetically so as to cause an increased incidence of microcephaly, which is diminished brain size, a deformed brain. And this microcephaly is in babies born to mothers infected with the virus during pregnancy. Quote, microcephaly and the Zika virus now appear to show signs of being sexually transmissible, thus indicating that genes causing diminished brain volume and cognition may be gaining ingress into the human germline, end quote. He said the size of the human brain has doubled over the past 500,000 to 2 million years, and unless Zika is stopped, it could be capable of integrating into the human genome, halting and reversing the process. This means generations to come would suffer from incurable brain defects, even if the current outbreak is eventually stopped. He says the worst case scenario is that Zika virus latches onto our evolving germline and gives rise to a population of humans with diminished brain size and cognition. So we all know previously we have proved that the Zika virus which was found in 1947 in the Zika forest of Uganda, is owned a little bit later than that, is owned up to the present by the Rockefeller Foundation. And we also know that in one country specifically, which borders Brazil, and that country is Colombia, has said a few days ago that they have no cases of microcephaly, brain deformation, in their Zika virus cases in Colombia. So this does not add up. Something doesn't add up here. It's the World Health Organization that's pressuring everybody to beware of the Zika virus. They're trying to quickly come up with a vaccine. They're also trying to introduce GMO-created, eugenics-created mosquitoes in order to with them and sterilize them, get rid of them in this way. And in Florida, of course, the governor has ordered an increased usage of pesticides. We already know that pesticide is directly related to microcephaly, as has been found in Brazil. So something doesn't add up. Zika is present in Colombia, whereas there is no brain defects and microcephaly there. Professor Chandra Wickramasinghe of the University of Buckingham said that the Zika virus threatens a global catastrophe. He said microcephaly in newborn babies as a result of the infection was until recently unheard of. He said before 2000 the Zika virus was in circulation but did not cause microcephaly in newborn babies, and this suggests that a major change has taken place in the virus. Zika virus is now spreading in many countries through the mosquito vector, has been found to affect fetuses in pregnant women, causing babies to be born with a reduced brain skull size. It's also of interest to note that at least one case of transfer of the virus to gametes has been noted in an infected male. The isolation of the virus in semen may be an indication of the soma to germline feedback process already occurring. More are to be expected, much like the peculiar and unexpected seminal transmission mode of HIV, when it exploded in the scene unexpectedly in 1981. This epidemic, he says, if it proceeds unchecked, will eventually lead to the emergence of a new human phenotype with reduced brain size and greatly diminished cognitive capacity. It is to be hoped, however, that modern medical science will intervene in time to prevent such a tragic outcome. So, it seems that we're on the way through these eugenics to come up with a new type of a human. It's some kind of a subhuman. This is absurd and a very frightening development. I'll leave links below for you for this.